That thing in your cart right now. You don't want it. You just can't stand watching the discount disappear. Here's what's happening. 40% off. Ends in 3 hours. Only 2 left in stock. Your heart rate goes up. Your palms sweat slightly. You feel this urgent pressure to decide right now or you'll lose something. So you buy it. Not because you need it. Not even because you particularly want it. But because your brain registered a loss happening in real time. And loss feels like danger. 3 days later it arrives. You open the box, feel nothing. Maybe mild regret. Definitely confusion about why this felt so urgent. You got tricked. But not by the sale. By your own brain. Here's what stores discovered. Your brain doesn't process sales as opportunities to gain. Processes them as threats of loss. That 40% off sale. Your brain doesn't hear save money. It hears lose this deal. The countdown timer. That's not about urgency. It's about creating a ticking clock on your loss. Every second that passes, you're watching value disappear. And your brain treats disappearing value like a physical threat. This is loss aversion in its most weaponized form. Retailers aren't selling you products. They're selling you escape from loss. And then they add scarcity. Only 2 left. Limited quantity. While supplies last. Your brain has an ancient scarcity response. For most of human history, scarcity meant survival threat. Limited food, limited shelter, limited resources. Scarcity meant danger. So when a website says only 2 left, your brain doesn't think, I should consider if I need this. It thinks, acquire now or lose access forever. The item could be mass-produced. The company could have thousands in a warehouse. Doesn't matter. Your brain sees 2 left and activates resource competition mode. That countdown timer. Pure psychological manipulation. Time pressure creates what psychologists call hot cognition. Decision-making in an emotionally aroused state where your rational brain shuts down and your reactive brain takes over. You're not thinking, do I need this? You're thinking, I'm running out of time. The clock isn't counting down to the end of the sale. It's counting down to your fear tolerance limit. The moment you can't stand the anxiety anymore, you buy. And the store knows exactly how long that takes. Every sale uses the same 3-part psychological trap. 1. Create artificial scarcity. Make something feel limited, whether it is or isn't. 2. Add time pressure. Give you a deadline that feels urgent, whether it's real or not. 3. Frame it as loss. Don't say gain a deal. Say don't miss out. Your brain responds infinitely stronger to don't lose than to might gain. Result. You buy things you don't want, don't need, and wouldn't have considered without the manufactured urgency. And here's why you can't just resist this through willpower. Loss aversion isn't a preference. It's wiring. Your brain values avoiding losses roughly twice as much as acquiring equivalent gains. That's not negotiable. That's biology. The countdown timer triggers time-limited threat response. That's a survival mechanism. You can't just think your way out of it. The scarcity signal activates resource competition. That's evolution, not a bad habit. Stores aren't exploiting your weakness. They're exploiting your human nervous system. The same nervous system that kept your ancestors alive is the one making you buy things you don't want at 11 p.m. because a timer said you had 4 minutes left. So what do? First, understand that sales anxiety isn't about the product. It's about your brain experiencing time-limited loss. The pressure you feel. That's the point. That's the entire mechanism. Second, the discount isn't disappearing. The artificial urgency is. The product will exist tomorrow. Maybe at this price, maybe not. But the thing itself, still there. Third, if you wouldn't buy it without the timer, you don't actually want it. You want escape from the anxiety the timer creates. The sale didn't create desire. Created fear. And you bought your way out of fear. Here's my question. What's the last thing you bought just because the timer was running out? And you knew even while buying it that the urgency was fake? Drop it in the comments. Let's see what we're all buying to escape manufactured anxiety. And if you want more psychology that explains why stores know how to manipulate you better than you know how to resist, subscribe. Because they've spent billions learning how your brain works. You might as well know too.